Hello there, Geeks and Elden Lords. I'm Mark the Cyborg, and I would like to share with you some knowledge. Knowledge which, if you're having trouble in the opening hours of Elden Ring and you would like something to give you a bit of a boost, this is almost a borderline easy mode for the game. It's really just a super powerful weapon that you can get and become able to use within about an hour of playing. So I didn't really intend on making this video as I was recording this footage. I just was leveling a character up for a stream I'm going to be doing on March 6th, tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, for my birthday. And I wanted to play some Elden Ring with X-Ray Girl and the puppies on the couch, so figured I'd do the PS5 version and start up a new character, but I also didn't want everyone to see me, like, you know, getting the early game stuff out of the way, and I figured I'd make myself powerful enough to actually fight some bosses. So I decided to make a confessor and use a build that I saw Gene Park on Twitter using with a crazy sword that I'm going to show you how to get right now. So from Stormhill Shack, we're going to move north up through the bridge, underneath the bridge, not over top of the bridge, you can't really go over the top, till you get to that little man sitting at the end of the bridge, hug the hidden path to the left, continue north, and then down into the lake area. And once you're in the lake area, you want to go all the way to the west, till you have the little entryway. Jojo just sneezed. Until you have the little entryway at which you can get up to the westmost mountain, and then just go straight north until you get to this point of grace right here. Then continue on to this keep. So we're gonna walk through it together, but there's the map, just in case you guys want to go back to this timestamp and reference it. So because you'll have the Fog of War on the map if you're just starting up. But if you'd like to see, this actually is even the PC version. I just had this whole map uncovered, so it would be easier to map out here. And yeah, so just follow this path up, and we'll walk through it together right now. Remember to sit at some Lost Grace sites and rest for a moment, just in case you die, so you don't have to go through it all again. If the point of graces are activated, you don't really have to worry about it, because you can always just fast travel to them afterwards, but stop to rest at every one or two. And you can just run past all this stuff on Torrent. Torrent will take you through every little step of the way. Torrent will take you through every little bit of this. You don't have to fight a single person up until the point that you have the sword already. right. And if you stop at a rest point, Melina might actually bring you to the hub world. You don't really have to stay there or do anything, so I'm just going to speed through it. But knowing that in real time, I did actually stop and hang out in the hub world for a bit, so this whole thing from not having the sword to having it, being able to use it and killing the tree sentinel, under an hour and a half. So like 90 minutes of work and you can get as powerful as I'll be by the end of this video. And you hardly have to kill anyone except for 2 enemies over and over again, and I'll show you that later. So this is the point of grace we're looking for, and there's a map fragment right to the north of it. So you might as well snag that while you're here because it'll be easier to see things. That map fragment is just right here. Hop up torrent and grab it, or I think actually you can grab the map packs on torrent. I'm just a stupid person. And go up through the King's Realm ruins here. This part is a little bit tricky because it might look like it's not really tricky exactly, but you'd be forgiven for not knowing where to go. That's an illusory wall, so you can just hit it, knocks it down. There's another point of grace there that you can snag. And hop back on torrent. Keep moving north. There is going to be I believe, maybe a dragon or a mage of some kind raining like a sort of meteorite spell on you. But it's not too hard to dodge. Just keep sprinting on torrent and you should be okay. And keep following this road north. It's the kind of dirt road. It's the best thing to use as a compass, but you're heading north. I know I'm kind of leaning towards the east, but north is the direction you want to go. To this keep. Hop off. Definitely grab this side of Grace, because in here things are going to get a little bit trickier. So there are enemies in here. You don't have to actually fight any of these enemies, though. We just need to run past them, and we will do that right now. You don't actually need to fight any of these enemies. We're just going to run past them, and I'll show you the route right now. So you want to kind of hug the left wall and jump over these rocks and stuff. Keep an eye out, though, for fingernails popping out of the ground, because that indicates, see those things, giant hands that can one-hit kill you. So, or not necessarily one-hit kill you, but you're weak at this point. So if you get caught in one of those, they're just going to choke you out. Follow around this wall until you see this stairway going inside. Watch those fingernails, don't step on those. And just sort of run past these guys here. Just ignore them. Can't see them, can't hear them, they can't hurt us. dodge a quick spell up these stairs. I mean, you could talk to that ghost if you want, but it's not really what we're here to do. Activate this side of Grace, so then you don't have to actually run through those creepy hands again. And we're in the home stretch. So from here, just run along this bridge. Don't bother engaging with these ghost enemies that are going to show up in a second, these blue phantoms. Make a left. Run down. Make a right. And then keep an eye on your left for another set of keep battlements, or ramparts, I guess. And jump. Land. You shouldn't take health damage, just stamina. Jump one more level down. Land. Now that you have a choice. Climb down this ladder. What a thrill. It's for my Metal Gear Solid 3 fans. Alright, and this chest right here is our sword. So it is the Sword of Night and Flame. And it is one hell of a sword, but you don't have the stats to equip it quite yet. It requires 12 strength, 12 dex, 24 int, and 24 faith. So you do need to grind up your intelligence and faith, or if you pick the Confessor class, your strength and dex should be fine as it is. Although I might have actually done one level up for... I think I might have done it as intelligence, because I knew I would be getting this up. But anyways, you can then fast travel back to Stormhill Shack. That's sort of why I started it there. And then all we have to do from there is run the same farm route, which I previously uploaded a video of. I'll put the link for it in the description to give the more in-depth, and we'll just put this in super speed. I actually stopped to fight Nun Lady here at the church, who we could watch my fight, but it's not super important. I do beat her, but you can ignore her. I wanted to activate that point of grace and figured, she's fighting me, whatever, I'll fight her, see if I can kill her. But I can't use the Sword of Night and Flame yet, so I'm still just using I think it's a broadsword that the Confessor spawns with. Keep moving along to Caelid till you get to my farming route. And then do the farm route where you jump on there, hop up on the little battlement, jump and stab the guy in the head. Oh, and then also an easy way to do this that I did to land that head strike is as you jump up in the air, try to get past their little crown, their sort of crown of thorns thing they got going on, and then just tap R1 or right bumper. Like just keep tapping it, spam it, it's fine. And because the timing can be hard to hit precisely, but when you're in the air like that, it doesn't read specific strikes, so you can just spam R1, and if you're anywhere close to it, you'll get it. And you've got probably about a half an hour of just running this farm route over and over again. It's not going to be super fun, but it will get you pretty powerful pretty quickly. And when you are able to actually finish it and get the, I think I got to level 35 is when I was able to actually use it. And in real time, I'm looking at the time code I have in the video editor here that obviously you guys can't see. But when I was able to use the Sword of Night and Flame, the time code was 1 hour and 13 minutes. So in an hour and 13 minutes, you can go from beginning the game to having the Sword of Night and Shadow, being able to use it. And once you've got it, here's how, with no further leveling, actually, wait, correction, I think I might have actually pumped one more level into Endurance just so I wasn't carrying around a bunch of wounds. Or Mind, I think it was in Mind. So I have a slightly more mana. I think I'm level 36 here. And fight the Tree Sentinel. I didn't beat him on the first try, that's why there's runes there, but it's 0 runes, so I'm not even bothering picking it up. And this early game boss that should be impossible for someone who's only been playing an hour, unless you're, I don't know, like the Happy Hobbit or something like that, who can do soul level 1 runs, he can be taken down. So, and you've got these really cool magic spells. You've got I think it's called Comet is the first one, and then a Flame Slash that is really, really powerful. I find the Comet does quite a lot of damage and it has better range, so that's why I'm using it on the Tree Sentinel. But yeah, this is it. So if you're looking for a way to get powerful in Elden Ring, I would suggest using this technique. And if you'd like to see me using it, come join me for my birthday stream on my channel, March 6th at 7 p.m. And it's Mark the Cyborg. I will see you there, and thank you for wishing me a happy birthday.